Even if you don't know where you are, your mobile device probably does, and that's because of geolocation.
This video is brought to you by ObbyPie's Academy.
The device can sense latitude and longitude a number of different ways. We can access your latitude and longitude through the JavaScript API. So let's go ahead first here in the body and just put a place to hold our latitude and longitude. So our first span will ID as lat, and then a second span will ID as long. Now, to physically get our location, we need JavaScript. So I'll add some script tags here. And I'm going to use the window onload function, which will run after the screen is drawn. Because we don't know how long it's going to take our latitude and longitude to come back. And we don't want it to come back before the latitude and longitude spans are drawn to display our results. So there's two ways to get latitude and longitude in JavaScript. The first simply gets the current position at any point in time. The second monitors the current position over a period of time. We're just going to get that once, and in this case, when the actual application loads. So the first thing you want to do is make sure the geolocation object is available. So navigator.geolocation will return true if the geolocation object is available. Else, it'll return false, and we'll just put an alert, geolocation not available. Now, if it returns true, then we can actually get the location through navigator.geolocation, and then the get current position function. And that needs to call another function, which we'll call show position in this case. So once we successfully have the current position, show position will be called. We can also call an onError function in the event of an error. Let's call it error. Actually, let's give it a name that's not already part of JavaScript. Let's call it bad connect. So two callback functions, we'll write those here. The first function is show position, and that's going to get the position object as an argument. And then function bad connect is going to get the error object. So for this one, all we'll do is we'll alert out the error object. So if we get an error, it'll be passed down to the bad connect function. The error itself will go into the E object, and we're just going to alert out that object. I'm not sure what that would show. Probably we need e.message or something to truly get the error message. No matter for our purposes here. So now we've got the position object. So we can get out of the position object the latitude and longitude. So we'll get the lat from position dot coords, short for coordinates, dot then, of course, latitude. We'll get the longitude from position, coords, longitude. Make sure you spell everything correctly. So now we can grab the latitude and longitude spans and populate them. So document, get element by ID, lat, and we'll just set the inner HTML to whatever is stored in the lat variable, which should be our latitude. Do the same thing for the longitude span. And now we have our longitude. All right, so that's lat and longitude. Let's go ahead and run this in our browser. Now, the browser is going to use the computer's built-in geolocation to give you latitude and longitude. So there we've got our latitude and longitude as detected by our browser. Now, the browser is using your IP address and doing a lookup. So if you're on like a VPN or something, it might not be exactly correct, but this is pretty close to our office in Connecticut. So in this segment, you learned how to obtain the latitude and longitude of the user's device.